What's up guys, welcome to the Batman 2021 Suits DIY. In this episode we're gonna focus mainly on the rest of the torso and the neck, so we can later into the next episode head into the mask. So without further ado, let's begin. So first of all, we're going back to the chest piece that we already had. It looks a little bit dirty because I tried to paint it black but it didn't work, but I'm gonna paint everything at the end. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut out some shoulder pieces out of foam so it has more support on both sides, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. After having both of my pieces cut out, I just pasted them with glue and I just waited for them to dry. Now in the image, as you can see, I added two abdominal parts, which were the side parts. Here's a picture of how it looked. It's pretty simple. I just pasted two pieces of cardboard and on top I pasted some abdominal pieces, so this is how it looked. The part I'm gonna do now is very important. I'm gonna cut off the neck collar piece we made in the part 1 of the video. Once you cut out the piece, you're gonna cut the middle part of it. So you're gonna be left with both pieces hanging loose, like this. And then I proceeded to draw this shape, which I drew 3 times, so I could overlap them, so then I could recreate this part of the color that I saw on the image. So then I pasted them together, like so. And I did the same twice. Now this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna put these two pieces together and I'm gonna paste the first shape we did on top of the two sides of the neck. And I'm gonna paste the second piece on the back of everything, and it's gonna look something like this. Once I had my neck piece ready, I added a Velcro piece that I used to connect the neck with the chest piece, like this. So the next thing I'm gonna do for the neck piece is I'm gonna add a bigger collar. So first of all, you're gonna measure your neck and you're gonna trace that measurement into the cardboard, and you're gonna cut the remaining pieces that you don't need. Then I started shaping the cardboard and I bent it in half so it could have the same shape in both sides. Of course, it helps a lot to bend the cardboard so it's a little bit more round. Now the next thing I did was I marked where my shoulder was and I drew a piece so that my shoulder could fit into this neck piece, like so. After doing this design to both sides, it looked something like this. Once I had my big collar piece ready, I tried to shape it in place, and after measuring it and seeing where I was gonna paste it, I glued it to the bottom neck piece, and this is how it turned out. Now for the big collar, I made a line halfway through the back and I cut it so I could add some Velcro and stick it together once I put it on. Now you don't have to use Velcro, you could use elastic or zippers, but I think Velcro pieces are really effective in this type of build, so yeah. So after pasting it all together, this is how the neck piece looks. Moving on to another part of the suit, I grabbed this long sleeved shirt that I was gonna use for a Deadpool cosplay, but I never had the chance to finish that cosplay, so I used it for this build, and this is where we're gonna paste the torso that we already had. So you're gonna lay your shirt flat on the table, and the first thing I did was I cut the chest piece out of the whole torso part. I did this because it was easier for me to paste it, and it also helps a little bit on the mobility and the flexibility of the suit, so that's why I did it. Once you start gluing this piece, be careful not to put it on the Velcro because that's what we're gonna use to connect it with the neck piece, so yeah. I first started gluing the top part of the chest. And after pasting it in place, I started to glue the bottom part of the chest. And after a lot of pasting and readjusting into place, this is how it turned out. I think it looks pretty cool and it gives the suit more flexibility. So since we pasted this to the shirt, we have to make a small opening on where the Velcro is because that's where the neck is gonna connect, and the shirt is blocking that, so I'm gonna make a square where the Velcro is, and I'm gonna cut the shirt from the inside so the Velcro could trespass, and that's where the neck can stick together. After pasting the chest piece, we are gonna paste the abdominal piece like so. And lastly, I added a zipper to the back so it's easier to put on. So this is all for this episode. For the next episode, we're gonna do the mask, the cape, and everything that's missing so we can start painting all the suit. So before closing the video, this is how the suit looks once I put everything on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and always remember, don't stop creating.